Here we go. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing an everyday makeup tutorial. So, you know, there's plenty of situations where you need to be out the door quickly. You think, oh, I've only got 15 minutes left. It happens to all of us, it happens to the best of us. And so you need a quick routine that's going to look great. So that's what I'm going to show you today. So this is a hand makeup tutorial because, well, I usually find the face is good and everything, but you do everything with your hands. You're feeling things, you're touching things, you're picking things up, you're putting things down, and the last thing you want is ugly hands. And I think you'll all agree with me on that. We don't want any more ugly hands, especially in spring, summer 2022. So I've already washed and moisturized my hand. I'm going to be doing it on my left hand. I'm just going to be doing it one for demonstration purposes. I've washed and moisturized and I've primed it too. So we've got a nice clean surface for the makeup to go on. What I'm going to do is I'm first going to go in with my regular hand foundation, which is L'Oreal Paris True Match, which, oh, if it'll focus there, if it'll focus, will it focus? If it'll focus. Okay, no, but you know what it looks like. I'm gonna pop some of that on, just the regular way. I'm not gonna be using my beauty blender today, but I usually would, but for the purpose of this, I'm not gonna. So let's just pop that on there, get our foundation on as a good base for this. And what we're looking to do, this is a full coverage foundation, so what we're looking to do is we're looking to get rid of all those imperfections. This is really nice on the pores because the last thing you want is ugly pores. And so there we go, we've got our base on. What I'm going to use next is my concealer that I usually use for my hands, because we've got a bit of redness, we've got a bit of ugliness around there, which we're not going to want. So I'm going to come in with NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Contour Concealer in the colour Vanilla. So there's that. Brilliant, excellent. So as you can see, there's some dark areas, there's some blemishes there. So I'm just going to apply that to the knuckles, here, there, and everywhere. And don't worry if we're a little messy, because this will smooth out. Got a bit of redness and blemish there too, and around there as well. And I'm just going to use a damp beauty blender or sponge. I didn't want to pull out my beauty blender for this look, but here we go. Just apply this on here. Make sure we're dabbing it to get into all those pores. We're looking to start with a blank canvas. So here we go. Excellent. So that is looking good. Brilliant, brilliant. And if we just have a before and after, there we go. Look at those two. Brilliant. Next is we're going to do a bit of contouring. But first, I'm going to set what we've got so far with a bit of powder. Here we are. I'm going to be using Makeup Obsession Pure Bake Transparent Powder. Transparent. I'm just going to use a tiny bit of that. Pop it on there. Dab it on. Okay, so I'm looking at this now. We've got a beautiful blank slate. We've got rid of any definition in there, as you can see. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to add a bit of definition in a more controlled way than we've done before. So for that, I'm going to be using NYX Highlight and Contour Pro Palette. And so first, I'm going to be using this colour here. If you have a look here, it's looking a little fat, so we'll just put this there, just so it looks as though we're casting a shadow on there. And there we are, there we are. So now we're getting a bit of definition on there. We'll go around to the other side, pull out a bit of that chunkiness there. We'll make it a nice skinny mini hand, as my mum always used to say. Oh darling, you can't go out with those fat Falga hands. You gotta get your skinny mini hands on. And look at that, a nice thin hand. Beautiful, looking fantastic. Now, on the subject of contouring, if you ever notice, we always have the models, they always have these beautifully skinny hands, but with a bit more of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a bit more contouring. I'm going to be using an eyeshadow brush for this. You can use any small flat brush. And I'm just going to go in from the same palette again. I'll probably go this colour, a warmer tone, and I'm just going to go down where they are there. If we have a look here, along there, along here, and that one too. Like I say, this is a quick look, but as you can see, the results you immediately get there are quite staggering. I'm going to put on a bit more than I usually do, just for demonstrating to you. And brilliant, look at that. The definition we've got in that now is fantastic. But what we are missing is our highlight. So just to make that pop a little more, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come in with this here. It's got a nice bit of shimmer to it, which is quite nice. I like that. And I'm just going to come in, pull up a little bit of that, and just above where we just did that, add a nice line of highlight just to give it a nice shimmer. And look at that, isn't that fantastic? And for the knuckles, although we'll come to the knuckles again in a minute, what I will do is just a tiny bit there, just to make those really stand out. Look at that. Okay, let's get a bit of highlighter on these. You know, little story time. I used to have a friend who was in medical school, and they learned about fingers while they were at medical school. And so there we are, we're done. Oh, actually, we don't want to forget the thumb. The thumb gets special treatment. So what we're going to want to do here is got a nice big muscle here. That's the apples of the cheeks, the equivalent of that. So there we are. This is looking fantastic. Maybe I went a bit overboard there, but is the price we pay for beauty. Next, what we're going to do is we're just going to add a little bit of blush just to give it a nice bit of colour, just to make it really pop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a really nice blush that I have around. This is MAC Bubbles Please. Going back in again with my NYX brush. Here we go. Now this is a really nice blush, really buildable. And here we go. Just add a little bit around there. And this will also, because it's such a bright pink, this will also add a nice bit of highlight to them too. So here we go. Very buildable, very incredibly buildable colour. Just applying across the knuckles like that. And I'll also go for a little bit across these. And here, and here. Gives it that red, that rosiness, as if you just come in from a cold day, you're looking for someone to help warm you up. Maybe you've just run your hands under the hot tap to warm yourself up, that nice homely feel, and that's what people will feel when they look at you. And that is pretty much it. So I'll show you a quick before and after at this point, and then I'll show you a little bit extra if you've just got a little bit of extra time on a morning. So here we go. If you have a little extra time on a morning, here's another little trick you can do. Just to add on to what previously, I mean, this is fine. You could go out like this would look great. But if you just wanted to add a little extra, say you're going on a night out, say you're going on a date, say it's Sunday and you're going to the cinema and you know you're going to be in the dark, but you want to treat yourself anyway. Oh, I didn't do anything to my lips. Flawless. Okay, so now we've got all that done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with a little bit of colour. I'm going to be using the NYX Ultimate Brights palette, USP04. It's a wonderful little palette by NYX. I'm going to come in with my number 7 small brush, and I'm going to pick this purple, like a lilac-y, very nice. Again, with a kind of flattish brush. It doesn't have to be that small. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to find where these veins are. I'm just going to run along them, just to add a little bit of colour there, and a little bit of definition. I can use the other one for reference if you want. There's no rules here. That's the one thing I always say. There's no rules to makeup, but there are for dressing. I'm just making some of these veins up as I don't actually know how they actually look. Like I say, it was my friend who did the medicine, not me. Make some up here and you can have a bit of fun, go a bit crazy. I'm going to go in with a blue. I'm going to go in with this blue here. Tiny bit of shimmer to it, that's no problem. And just beneath where those are, add a little bit of shadow to it. And again, I'm going a bit crazier than I would do if I wasn't doing it on the camera. Just to add a bit more definition so you can see it. And I'm just going to blend that in. Blend those two lines together. Taking care to keep it realistic. Brilliant. So let's have a quick look. There we are. Beautiful. And like I say, you can use this look any day of the week. You can use it any time of day. It's a look that won't age. I don't think it's going to age. You know, fashion comes, fashion goes. But I don't think that this look is going to be. I think it's a timeless look. You look on films from the 70s and they look like this. Their hands look like this. Not as flawless, but they look like this. And so let's compare to the original. You wouldn't go out with that. I know that's unrealistic and I wouldn't actually go out with my hand looking like that. But just to compare the two, fantastic. It's got shine. It looks like it's a hand that's been on holiday. I mean, I'm looking at it now, I'm thinking, I'm a little turned on, to be honest. That's a good hand. So anyway, let me show you a quick show reel of how it looks. Me doing a few hand poses, and you know, let's have a little fun with it, and then we'll do the outro to the video. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed that. I really enjoyed making that look. If you've got any extra ideas, tell me what you do down in the comments section. If you like it, if you think it's something you're going to use, put that down in the comments section. If you have anything to say about it, you know, what you would do differently, pop that down in the comments section. Leave a like, obviously, down in the comments section, and don't forget to subscribe to the comments section. So that's all we've got time for. Like I say, it's only a quick look that I wanted to show you. Don't forget to subscribe to the comments section if you want more, and goodbye. Bye.